Hey everybody, it's your girl AM with No Friend the Podcast. Today I'm here with FoxTail, Black Girl Stocks. She got a lot of different things. She's a videographer. She also helping y'all make some money with some stocks in her YouTube page. She also from the D. Say hey to everybody, FoxTail.
What's up, everybody? What's up? No Front Podcast. Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, no problem, man. Thank you for coming, man. I mean, I'm trying to make some money too, man.
It's definitely out there to be made.
Hey, I
Trust
can
me.
tell, man. But I first met some Foxtail for you. I know you're from Dallas, but you started off doing videos, right? Like doing videography, like different artists.
I actually started out making beats.
Oh, hey, look at that. Correct me.
So
So you were actually a producer first.
yeah, that's always been my passion. And people will ask me, what music do you have in the back of your videos? And these are beats that I made like maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
So okay, so what made you get into beat making? So you're just a jack of all trades. Jesus.
I
So when did you start making beats?
I started making beats when I was 15. So like my freshman year in high school, and I just remember my boyfriend at the time, he was a rapper, and his dad got him FL Studio, and so I was like, let me see it, let me try
Oh
it,
yeah,
and
you
from
had that good stuff starting off.
yeah, so we've been doing that. I was making the beats and stuff, and then I got into doing graphics because I used to make like the cover art and
Yeah,
stuff like
come
that for
on.
music. I used to make little pieces of cover art for my beats, and I would put that on Instagram, and then artists would see it. Hey, can you make me one? So then I got into graphic design, and then from that, shooting videos, and then put all that together, stocks. Now we have Black Girl Stocks video. So a little piece of everything that you do is it'll
It can't, yeah, it built you like basically. But that I had no idea you were making beats. Why don't do you still make beats?
right now. I haven't because I'm spending so much time with the stocks and doing videos, but it is my passion to get back into producing.
Okay, I know you recently also talk about you wanted to get back into doing videos. When was your last video that you shot? Like not for yourself because you stay on it with Black Girl Stocks, but like actually doing like a music video for other people.
My last music video I shot, I think it was February.
Oh, that's not too long ago then.
Yeah,
Okay, but last time you made a beat has been a few years though.
probably about a year.
Oh, that's still not long. You still
Really?
you try to stay on top of things. Seem like.
Yeah, I'm trying.
But let's talk about the stocks. That's really why you're here. Your Black Girl Stocks is taking off. What made you like get into doing stocks?
Well, I'll say I've been interested in stocks since I was younger. My earliest memories of stocks. This is why it's so important to me. I'm an only child, so I wake up in the morning, get ready for school, and my parents' room was right next to my room. Every single morning when I woke up, I would hear this man on TV yelling, "La, la, 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 la." I don't know if you know who Kramer is. Kramer, he's like that. He's like that kind of bald guy. He talks about the
Oh, the one that
stocks.
yeah, I remember. I know what it is. He does scream. That's
So
his thing.
it's called, what is it? Mad Money.
It's Mad
So
Money.
yeah,
My daughter watch
that
Mad Money. She watch it at night. Thankfully, I would hate to have to wake up to that.
that's what gets you up though. That's what starts the morning off. Hello.
My parents were
Um.
always watch move. They watch like news in the morning. That's how I woke
Yep.
up. I woke up to news. I knew how the weather was gonna be every morning for school. I knew
Yep.
about any accidents that happened.
It's just a comforting feeling. Just, I don't know, maybe because that's our childhood. It's just comforting. And then another thing I remember, my mom, she worked at Nortel, and I remember that may have really been what it was. I remember, how it has those little ticker symbols going
As
across
a
the
child,
bottom, and
yeah.
I would sit there and wait and see her company and be like, "Mom, that's your," like, I felt like she was a movie star or something. I don't know. I was just, "Mom, there's your company." So that's why stocks have just always been something to me because my parents do it. I admire my parents. Plus, you're making money. You can lose it
Oh,
too, but making money is definitely exciting.
so your parents really like they introduced you to stocks. Like it wasn't just you watching it, but they also kind of explained and broke it down to you.
No, no, not at all. Not at all. No, it
Oh,
was just, yeah, they don't know anything about the stock charts. They don't do anything with indicators. None of that. It was just the fact that they
You
were
got you
trading.
got the blood of it. You got the bulk of it. You teach other people about the bulk of it.
Because I don't like to go into stuff like that blind. I've done that when I first started trading, so I've done that before.
Mm. So when did you
Um,
first start trading?
huh?
When did you first start doing stocks? Like when you first started trading?
I started trading stocks June 2019.
Oh, so you've been doing it for a while.
It's
And
only
you
a
just
couple of
started
years.
figuring out different indicators and different patterns that you like to use. For
Yes.
people that don't do stocks, indicators are how you. I'm gonna let FoxTail, the Black Girl Stocks, explain indicators. I do stock a little bit, so I know what the indicator is. People that don't know anything about stocks may be a little bit confused. How about you give people just a small like breakdown of the stock market?
Okay. Uh, and just the most broad way that I can explain it. So you have companies. I don't know if any. Okay, let's go. Let's take it back a little bit. Did anybody watch Empire? Did you guys watch Empire?
I'm pretty sure most people watching. I watch Empire.
So you remember? I think it was maybe the first or second season when it was this big thing about Empire going public. You remember that?
I remember them going play. Okay, yeah.
So when you have private companies and you have public companies, when a company is publicly traded, that gives investors, we are investors, and we put a little coin in there. The company will use that, and that's how they, put out different products or mergers and things like that. So they do that
And
from
Empire
investors.
returns, they'll be able to make more albums by us investing in that public company.
Yes. So the company gets it just gives room for growth. Um, so that's pretty much what stocks are. You're investing a little bit into a company. Um, as far as indicators and stuff like that goes, do I have my book right? I don't have my book. So you have your stock chart. You see a chart, it has price movements, patterns. That's what's going on with the market. Now, I just put out a video on what actually makes stock prices go up and down. It's pretty much supply and demand.
Yeah.
So when you have high demand for something, the price is going to go up, people are going to buy it, and then it'll become overbought. So it's oversaturated, right?
AMC.
Damn, don't even mention that.
AMC. AMC. If you've been following stocks, everybody has been buying AMC up crazy. But I'm sorry, but I get what you're saying. Oversaturated. Yeah.
Very oversaturated. Charlie went all the way up to what was it, 71?
Yeah.
Shoot,
It went
right back down.
Yep, it went from like 23 or like 24. Well, when I know my friend told me about it, it was like 24. And then like I know earlier, it peaked to 71. When I last watched it was like 50 something.
Girl, it went up to 70 and it dropped back down. Did it go up to 70? Yeah, it did. It hit 70 for like
Oh,
I
that's
think it
good.
was maybe like an hour or less than that. It was very quick.
Somebody, well, but saturate, like you're just saying, so it saturates the market and then it makes the price plummet.
Well, people are smart investors. When you're smart, don't get greedy. When you see that it's a little bit overbought, go ahead and jump out, take your profits, get out, because it's a good possibility that it's going to drop. Now, getting back into the indicators are what helps you see these things while it's happening and possibly before. So you can, oh God, you get
But
indicators.
I tell them still.
Yeah, in Oklahoma. So you have the indicators that indicate to you what's going on. So I'll just say, for an example, when we were just talking about the overbought and oversold, um, great indicators for those are going to be your oscillator. So your relative strength index. So the RSI indicator is
Oh yeah, the
great.
RSI is the best one.
RSI, I like the Bollinger Bands.
I never used that one.
Good. It's, I mean, the thing is, there's so many indicators that you can use. And I know some people are like, oh, I don't use indicators. That's blah, blah, blah. It's really how it's just how you use it and how you make it work for you, really. Um,
What would you tell someone that's like going into stocks? What is something you would recommend someone that knows nothing about stocks, thinking about doing it? I know everyone said the different methods, different ways, but something that's kind of universal when you recommending someone to try stocks.
You need to paper trade.
Okay. Okay. I did paper trade.
The first thing I want to tell everybody to do is paper trade. You can Webull has paper trading. You can do it on TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim. Robinhood doesn't have it. I do not know why. Like if
TD is the
Robinhood,
best one. I
huh?
like TD. I like TD.
TD is cute.
I like TD Ameritrade. I also have uh IG4X. They have a demo that allows you to also do like semi paper trading. So
Yes,
I agree. I was going to see if you. I know you're going to say it. People, like you said, you don't want to lose your real money, and you want to test it out. Use the indicators. Figure out what method works for you. Paper. It ain't
because
yours. It
that's
ain't yours.
yeah. And the thing is, you can start with however much you want to start with. So you can start with 100,000, or you can be a little bit more realistic. You can start with 5,000 or 1,000. You can start with $250 and see if you can. Okay, can I
Make that.
take this 250 and change it to 1,000? If you look, if you can paper trade $250 to $1,000 5 to 10 times, come
You
on.
got it. Yeah.
I think it
How
was
long
something I
did
said.
it take you to kind of get your groundwork with it?
Say that one more time.
Oh, how long did it take you to kind of get your footing with it? You said you started at 19, but you just recently started doing the videos and kind of sharing your knowledge. So when you feel like you were like at the point where you were like, you know what, I got this, I can do this, and then I can also teach others how to do it.
6 to 7 months.
Oh, that's good. That's good practice though.
And I remember it was, I mean, it really just kind of became my life. I remember I would be sitting at work, just sitting there all day, just looking at it. It was just amazing. My coworkers would be like, "What are you doing?" I would be so happy if I made $30. Like, bro, I would be so happy to make $20 that day, $30, and just starting off slow like that. And then you go 2 years later, you making $1,000, 5,000. So it's really it's a snowball effect. But when you get it, it's very beneficial to you gotta look.
It made me feel nice to win to put 250 in and win 5,000. Or even if I got my 250 back, I would be happy. That's an accomplishment. I didn't lose it. I know where it is, and it's back where it needs to be with me.
Yes. I mean, it's just there's no better feeling. There's one thing to go to the store and spend something. You have your shoes, you have this, but it's another thing to grow it, to grow your account. And okay, you said what all I want to get back on the what do I want to tell new investors? I'll tell them one, paper trade, two, I would say really like you said, go more so for strategies because strategies are that's pretty much what it is. You find different strategies. So it's more than just okay, buy it and sell it.
Yeah.
What's a strategy? So you have different strategies. Like for me, for a while, I'll only trade like I only like to trade uptrending stocks for the most part.
Okay.
So I would say check your stock out a little bit further back. So you want to get bird's eye view. So I always say when I am first researching a stock to see if I want to get into it, I'll look at it on a 3 month time frame and look at it further back to see what's going on. What's the overall trend? What direction are we going? And then that's going to help you pick your strategy for that stock.
Yeah, my friend's boyfriend has been explaining stocks to us, and that's what he said. He always said, look at the trend mark of like 3 years, or if what with most of them, with the TD Ameritrade, you can go back 5 years. You can go back
Yeah.
like long viewpoint of seeing how everything changes, everything affected. You can really see how COVID affected a lot of stocks. It's
Yeah.
crazy looking at the market, like how COVID really fucked with these people's like money in a major way.
Yeah.
Um, but also part of our show, we have different segments, little snippets. We're gonna take a little break from stocks, and we're gonna talk about that is weird. So I'm gonna name a topic. We're gonna talk about it. It may not be weird to you. It's hella weird to me. Popping up. I think no one should ever pop up at somebody's house at any point. It's not cute. It's not attractive. It's not warranted. In my viewpoint. How do you feel about people popping up on you?
I need to get some more information. So give me a scenario. What
Well,
is a
I
pop
would
up?
love to give you a scenario. I can give you plenty of scenarios. I had an
Yeah.
ex that told
Oh,
me ahead of time that she like popping up, like random, like, oh, I'm not doing it today. We haven't talked. I'm gonna pop up at your house.
don't do that. Please
Don't
don't.
do that. That's weird. I could be like, I'm not a cheater, never cheated. But what if I don't want to be bothered? Who I want to be in my house, being in my house with my dog and I do shit. I don't want you coming to my house like in my house. I also let her know I wasn't going to answer the door. I wasn't letting her in. I don't open doors for people that don't.
Dang. You never know what they have going on. That's how people get set up. Don't pop up. That's a setup.
Yeah, you from the D. I know you don't let nobody home in your house.
Well, that's
You,
because that's
yes.
something my mom has always said. She said, "Do you never open your door if you're not expecting company."
Because it's random. Because you can't tell anybody, oh, Blake gonna be in my house because they randomly showed up. So it's weird. Anything can go left, and no one knew they were gonna be there because they didn't tell you they were gonna come.
Okay, what about this? Does this okay? Is this considered a pop up? Let's say, oh my gosh, I'm in such a good mood. Let me call my homegirl. Girl, I'm over. I'm down the street. Girls are cool. So that's not a pop up.
Because you called. If
Oh,
any,
okay.
I like it when you brought that up. Some people, the difference between a pop up and a visit. Okay, visit. Hey, bro, I'm down street from your crib. Where you at? I'm gonna come through and see you.
Oh, so that's
You
not
got
a pop
invited.
up.
Not a pop up. Pop up is,
Girl,
hey,
don't do
Foxtail,
that.
can you let
You
me?
won't see me. Ain't no hey, Fox, I'm not
Hey,
here. I'm asleep.
oh no, I'll come to the door. What you doing here? No, I don't want company right now. And go back to my head. I don't want company. Thanks anyway. Go
So
home.
how did this question come up?
I think I just so I'm weird. I have a list of things that I find weird. Also, apparently, I realize I'm more difficult than I realized because I have a set of rules. I want to talk about that next season. I have a set of rules that just apply to my life. They're random rules that I think does make sense. They're kind of rude. They're not always politically correct, but they make sense. I'm gonna
Okay.
give you an example of one of them real ass rules that I have. All right,
Okay.
I have a rule that I think I might have said this already. I might have said it already. If everyone has heard me say it already, too bad. I'm gonna say it. The uglier you are, maybe like okay, quote unquote. If I'm gonna say it, the uglier you are, the nicer you need to be with people.
Oh, come on.
You can't be ugly into exterior and also have an ugly interior.
That's not right.
Though I say it not politically correct, but I'm going to give you an example. I give somebody an example. All right, picture two people that in your mind that you think are unattractive. Two people in your mind you think are
That are
unattractive
unattractive?
that you find unattractive.
That's rude. I don't want to do that.
No, you don't have to say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. Just picture these two people, right? Two people you think are unattractive, right?
I
So you
feel
have this one
terrible.
that is really nice, like kind, sweetheart, you lose like you be like you can come attracted to someone that you find unattractive by how nice they are. But if you see someone that's unattractive that's always mean, rude, disrespectful, or there's nothing pleasant to say,
I
they're ugly.
don't
They're ugly.
ugly on the inside. I don't like the way you make me feel.
Huh? For me?
No, the mean people.
The mean people, right? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. So I shouldn't say ugly. If they're unattractive or you have say like your inside could be so ugly that it distracts from outside. And you can be so nice that it also distracts. Who is that?
What's his name? I don't
Oh God,
know.
who dog you that kidnapped in Oklahoma? Okay, what
Ow.
and the dog that I got?
He's teething. It's my cousin or my
You know,
cousin's dog. What's his
you got the
name?
old be teething. That's a puppy.
Yeah, he's a puppy girl. What is this? A
Oh, no.
schnauzer?
Most little
Um,
in my mind, little dogs are always old because they stay little. They don't get bigger.
no, he's a puppy.
But yeah, that's what I mean. So I have that rule that how ugly you are, the nicer you need to be to people. Because if you're nice, like if you're nice, it goes a long way. It's the same way. I look at it differently. It's what your parents told you. When you're nice, it goes a long way. Simply saying thank you, you're welcome. How's your day? Just being a nice person in general makes you a more attractive person. And if you're ugly on top of having an ugly personality, you're just ugly, and it's so hard. It's so hard to get like even be around you. Like you're just so ugly. Like and not just physical, just your whole personality is ugly.
I feel like it really it I think it keeps you from a better life, honestly, from better situations.
I
I've
like that.
noticed just even I don't well, I've only lived in Texas, but just even walking down the street, you'll feel different when you just kind of ignore people, you look this way versus every time you see somebody, Just a little nod. Just a little nod. That's all you have. You don't even have to smile.
Yeah, just be nice to people. I don't understand. I mean, I think it really is easy to be nice. I don't say like your mom said. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. It's that easy. It's easy. Just like I'm having a bad day, but I see you. I'll just wave and keep moving. That's still a nice gesture. You still acknowledge me. You still. I didn't know you were having a bad day. You just kept it going. Other than you got a bad day, you just being funky. You just looking around at everybody like this.
Oh, oh. It's
It's
sometimes it's
okay.
hard. It's hard. It's hard to get out of that. But you have to. Your mind is. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Okay. Well, this is random. Can I just do a
Oh
random real
yeah,
quick?
of
All right.
course. I like doing this.
Apart from stocks and all that, making money, I want to suggest more people. I feel like a lot of people do, but I want more people just to read.
Oh yeah, I struggle with that Foxtail. I don't read. I try. I need to find the right genre for me.
What do you like?
The only book I've ever like finished reading that I actually like actually have like almost read twice was Mending Fences. All
What
right,
is
so
that?
no one has ever heard this book. Don't feel bad.
Mindy?
It's like it was just interesting. It was about two families live next door to each other, and the kids grew up together, always been friends. But come to find out that one of the family's like older son is a serial rapist, and he actually raped the other family's daughter.
Oh my
And
god.
she's been hiding it for like years, and then all of a sudden it all comes out, and other girls come forward and realize this man has been like a serial rapist his whole fucking life. And it just goes through the conflict of the family. It doesn't really talk about that. It goes to the conflict. Their families, like you read it, and his family have been cool their entire lives. They've been great. They had a fence in between that they took down because the kids would play. So mending fences and them trying to like fix the separation that happened. But it's really cool. It's really interesting. It just really details the family. It doesn't talk about like in detail like what happened in regards to the rape, but it's how the family is dealing with being so close to his family that they still living next door, and you're having this huge conflict between like your daughter being a victim. You have this family that their son you're close to is the perpetrator. So it's really I liked it. Um, yeah,
That's a
but
lot. That's a lot to take in.
it is a lot taking, but it was a really good book, and I read it. But I do want to read more. So what books is Foxtail reading that Foxtail would recommend to people?
Well, this one right here, I really like this one. This was How to Think Like a Millionaire by Mark Fisher and Mark Allen.
Okay, is that like so? Is reading something you do like in your free time? Is it something like one of the activities you just pick up a book and just chill and read?
Yeah, I like that. I'm trying to watch Netflix less, because I don't know if you're familiar. Stop biting on my stuff, boy. I think his name is Gary V or something like that, and he's like an inspirational speaker.
Mhm.
And he was just like, people say they want to be successful, but you're sitting here watching 6 hours of Netflix, and that really
Mhm.
that
That
it'll
makes
stick with you.
yeah. Do you recommend like people read like stuff like motivational books,
I would
like
say
stand books?
you have to have. I think having balance is great because you have to have something that's interesting too. But I think nonfiction is good, so you can read maybe read two books at a time. So you have your nonfiction and then you have your fiction, something to with characters or something that's gonna be more interesting. And but definitely books like How to Think Like a Millionaire. What I like about this one is it just says things like, oh, okay, I'll say this. It said say 20 times a day, every day in every way I'm getting better and better, and just different things like that. Like these are things that I don't think of myself. I don't think to
Yeah.
say 20 times I'm getting better every day. So when you read books, it's like following other people who have succeeded. Just kind of take a little piece from them, take a little piece from there, and then you make that your own. So I would suggest, maybe just go to a library, because I know it's easy for me. You want to go to Barnes and Nobles, and you want to go to half price books and just splurge. Go to a little library, honey, get it for free. You can hold it for
Oh,
a
you
month or
can just
something.
and the crazy thing is I actually have a library card for Irving. Been there probably twice. But I didn't go for reading. I went for like technical reasons. But I want to start I do want to read. But I just haven't found the genre. But maybe if I read like a self help, because in college I had to read. had to read certain books for classes. And the self, like not the self help, but like the guided, like you said, inspirational, like how to, different those type of stories. They are intriguing because you know seeing someone that has reached the status that you think you want to reach, reading how they kind of got there, how everything they had to do to get there, will let you know they're really where you want to be, really what you want to do, and really realize if I can do all the shit they did.
Yeah. So I like if I can just list off five that I think
Yeah,
helped
let
me.
y'all know here five.
This one, How to Think Like a Millionaire, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, Think and Grow Rich. I feel like everybody says. I mean, these are good books though. Think and Grow Rich, The Secret, the
What's
well
the
that's
secret?
The Secret. Pretty much it's just about. It's really just and people. It makes sense, but it's basically just what you think is what becomes like you can think this, you think this. It's not just okay, I'm going to sit here and think and I'm going to change my life. That's not what it is. It's what you focus on is what gets your attention is where things start happening. So if you're sitting here and thinking, okay, how am I going to dang, stop. How am I going to make $100,000 by December? How can I make $100,000 by December? I want $100,000 by December. Okay, so to do that, I can do this. So you start to think more of it it helps you become more solution based. It's so easy to
Oh,
point out all the problems that are going on in the world. Oh, I don't like her, or oh, this is bad.
yeah,
But how can we fix it?
yeah. How can you actually get to that point? Like I have I have it right here.
What?
Um, I write things down. I'm a visual person, so when I write it down, it makes it easier to like go back to. So I have manifestations, preparations, and executions. So manifestations, everything I want to happen, and then preparations are what all I have to do
To
to
make it
make it
happen.
happen, and then execution is just literally putting it in place. Like, okay, like I wanted to get my passport. That's okay. What do I need to get my passport? You have a birth certificate. I need to make an appointment. I need to go. I need to order it, and I just started doing stuff like that. Like it just listing out different things. I realized you can't do it if you just constantly say, "Oh, I won't, I won't, I won't, I won't." Okay, and what's next? Like
Gotta
Drake, what's next? Like
gotta put
what
some
can you
fire
do?
to it.
You got to put some effort into it. Like how
Mm.
you doing? You've been staying busy out there. I know you probably told yourself like when you were a kid. Do you think you were doing what you were doing right now though?
No,
When you start
no,
making beats, what do you think that was going?
no. I thought I was gonna be working with the dream. I wanted to be in the music studio. I still do.
I'm saying right now you really can. I mean, because well, Fox said you're doing stocks full time now.
Stocks and YouTube, yeah.
Okay, no, that's good though. You're not working for anybody. That's I know there's
Nah.
always us young people always say we don't want to work for anybody.
People
So
say that.
yeah,
I just want to say people say that, but
it's not easy.
no, it's not. Because it's
I,
definitely gonna have. Oops, somebody walked past my apartment. Motion detected. Uh-uh. Sorry. Um, you gotta
I
you gotta
thought
look.
you finna say somebody walked behind me. I was finna dip because I'm the only bitch in this house. I was finna get the fuck. Damn, you said something. I was trying to want to talk to me. Somebody, but
Um, what was I saying?
we were talking about you okay. We're talking about doing stock full time, and like, it's not easy. To just everyone say they want to do. Everyone say they want to work, not work, not work, but what are you doing to not meet other people? And then also not easy because I'm pretty sure when you first like when did you leave your job and how did it feel?
February. It was a great feeling.
Were you like I don't want to get too deep into your other job, but was it did you leave strictly because you were able to like supplement your life without that job, or was like
Bro,
this
I'm
kind
sitting
of
here looking at
job?
well, because my parents don't know. I'm gonna tell them this month, but it's been like it's been almost it's like 4 months.
You haven't told
So
your you
no,
close to your parents?
yeah,
They're hard, aren't they?
yeah.
Yeah, so you haven't told them that because they're hard.
But I mean,
Parents do things. Oh,
this is always
I be getting
huh?
tattoos. I get tattoos all the time. I tell mama nothing. She just see them.
Oh, that you got another one. Is that what she says?
No, but
Oh,
it's
you got
never
another.
her. It's always other people. I'm like, shut the fuck up. They be like, oh, where you get that tattoo?
You got
I'm like,
a tattoo?
tattoo, tattoo. She didn't even notice the piercing in my nose. It took someone else to point out when I first got it. Mom was like, oh, when you get your nose pierced? She said, nose pierced? Fuck, shut up.
Did she get mad?
Not mad. My mom is like me. She's a Libra. So she doesn't get mad, but her viewpoint of like, being older, I have older parents, so being like them being older, they're when they were younger, they didn't do piercing. Men didn't do piercings at all. Men didn't do piercings at all. So that's all my parents. Men did not get piercings, and people that had tattoos were out of prison. And that my mom said they see tattoos as like a prison thing, and that men should not get piercings. So it's not like she's like, oh, I just hate tattoos. Your tattoos look horrible. It's just in her mind, I think she thinks that people still see tattoos as kind of like hardened, like criminal.
Criminal.
When really tattoo is a form of expression that most people have on their bodies now, similar with piercings. There's a form of expression.
Don't you have a face tat?
Mm-mm.
Or it's on your neck or something?
Mm-mm.
I thought you got a tattoo like right here.
I got something here.
Nah, I thought you had one like right on the side of your face.
No, I want one.
You do?
but but my mom is gonna check. We're gonna do one here. Or I do on the back of my. I bet. I think. I think. Well, I know FoxTail outside of this people. So I think we talked about me getting one behind my ear. I did want to get one behind my ear, but I haven't yet. Because my mom is going to trip. She because I don't have hair now. She really trips about like upper area. So I try to get things below the neck just to make her happy.
Oh my
I'm still gonna
goodness.
get them, but I will get things. I can at least do it below the neck to make her happy. Because she really don't want any more on my arm, so I moved to my leg. So it's like I supplement, I make her happy in dosage. Like I'm still gonna get tattoos, but in places that you feel more comfortable with. She feels more comfortable with the lower body because it can be covered up in work environments. She really don't like my arm tattoos at all, and I have more tattoos on my arm than anything.
You want to get a sleeve?
I am going to get a sleeve. Not a one. I am. I'm going to get a sleeve. When
Okay.
it comes to talking to your parents, man, what are you going to tell them? How are you going to tell them? Cause you seem pretty cool. I feel like it'd be like a cool conversation, like a real laid back conversation.
I'm nervous, but it's okay. I mean,
Yeah, I feel everyone listening. There are things that we all have a hard time talking to our parents about. If
yeah,
you're yeah, if you're cool with your parents, or you're like your parents are like in your life, there's that one topic. It's like I don't want to have that conversation.
yeah. But I mean, it'll
It'll
it'll be fine. We're gonna make it work. You have to. You gotta
blow
make it
over.
work.
When they realize you're happy, like my mom, when they realize you're happy and like you're doing okay, they just worry about us so much. And my mom puts it like, I'm just worried. I'm just
And you wanna
worried.
know what's the crazy thing is like when I was working, it was just like I would never imagine having what I have in my account. Like I wouldn't even have thought that that was possible.
Mm.
But now so I don't know, it's weird, but you just want to keep that momentum up. You want to look more in the future. What is it going to be like in 5 years? I know it's looking good now, so
Yeah.
you always want to
I'm
plan
also
ahead.
saying, you do it now, and it's like you've been only been doing it from since 19, and then if able enough to supplement you to be able to leave your job, you're definitely going to be okay in the next 5 years. You keep it up. Plus, you have multiple streams of income, which is important. Black people to have multiple ways of making money. You have if you want to make beats and sell beats, you do that because you have that talent, that skill. If you want to start making videos with artists, you have that skill. You have your stocks. You have your YouTube. Because people, and your cover art. So you have a lot. You have a lot going on, FoxTail. Like I said, you're a jack of a couple trades, and you also have your brand. Like you're making shirts. How
Oh
did that
yeah,
get like your shirts out and stuff, man?
sure. Oh, the merch. Oh, that
Your
was
merch, your
fun.
merch.
That's just, I mean, I just think about okay, what are some cute designs that you can have for a shirt, and I just threw some stuff on there. It's just
Don't spend
merch.
your shirt on your merch.
I didn't throw it on there, but I remember making that too. I made it while I was at work. That was the cool thing about it. I would go and sneak into the stairwell and I would design stuff. Dang, girl, going on. All right.
That's your fault. Stop picking up random people dogs that you don't know names of, and they'll leave you alone. But to know more about Foxtail and Hole, we're going to bring in this game versus. I'm going to name some artists, some makers. Since you make beats and you're also good on the, I'm pretty sure you're versatile with the music wise. We're going to see which artist you would pick.
All right.
Since you were a producer, I'm going to throw in some producers as well.
All right.
We're going to start off with a hard one. I'm going to do Timberland versus Swiss Beats.
Timberland.
Okay.
Swiss has a lot of horns in his. It's too much for me sometimes.
It's also his voice. He adds his voice a lot to songs. Like if he's on your
Let's go.
If it's his beat, he has something of his voice on there. For what I've
Timberland.
Not as much. Not as much. The new doesn't do it as much.
That's because he has new people making his beats for him. He's not. I don't think. God, you put God. Go on
now. Make beats. It doesn't. He doesn't like. I don't think he broadcasts as much as he used to. Because you look at people's albums. Like I'm a person. I like looking at people's albums and look who they gave credit to. I like looking at the producers because there are a lot of new cats out here that are making beats on people, and they're finally getting like recognition. So he still makes a little something. Not as often. You're right. Not as often. He got people do it for him, but okay, we're gonna do some singers. Let's do Sierra versus Keisha Cole.
Sierra, Keisha too depressing all the time. I don't want to hear that.
I was surprised. Most people say Keisha because like singers will say Keisha because they want to hear the songs. I like you pick Sierra. Sierra does make happy, upbeat dance, make you feel good music. You make that day.
My party. Let's get. Oh, girl, yeah. What? Come
on. Okay. We're gonna do some guys. What about Genuine versus Avant?
I'm not really here for either one. I like Avant though, because he had a cute did he have 4 minutes? He was 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Yeah, he had 4 minutes.
Something is a minute and yeah, Avant. Genuine, he didn't do it for me.
Oh, I love Genuine. Genuine, that's right. Genuine, I think it was Genuine. I think the name of the album was Genuine. That is the bump. That is the bop.
The Pony?
Yeah, with Pony, with
that was Timberland. That was all Timberland.
And Timberland didn't say his name in what you did with that song. I do like that. Okay, let's do Usher and Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Oh, not Usher.
Usher doesn't do it for me.
Why? Well, why? Yeah, why?
He's he's nice, but he just gives me grandpa.
He old now, but he went old when we growing up.
You don't have even when he was doing. Now I remember being younger. I love that video with him and P. Diddy when he came in there and he had those little shoes with the wheels on it. He went.
Oh, he slid in. Yeah.
Yes, like
a dance slide. Yeah.
What was Chris Brown?
My girl. That was no. I need a girl. I need a girl too. Right? Yeah, that's that song. That was a song. I still haven't let Chris go from like he has a horrible boyfriend. And I know that's horrible, but I really can't separate. When your whole life is in the media and I see you being a shitty boyfriend, I don't think you're a shitty person. So, and then, and Chris Brown and Usher ain't no better because he had the whole like herpes thing. So
everybody has herpes in the industry. They're nasty.
I hope not everybody. Say everybody.
I'm sure most of them. Man, all these thotties out here, they throwing it for everybody.
I say most men. I'm not gonna give it to the women, but most of you rappers definitely have something because y'all share too many people. Too many. Stop sharing women. You have access to a wide variety. Why are y'all all dating the same bitch in 6 months? Why? Nasty. I know it's easy, but why would you want it easy? You're a millionaire. I wouldn't want easy. If I was a millionaire, I would want a challenge. I would want to be challenged out here. It's easy now and I'm broke. If I'm a millionaire, I want somebody difficult.
It's easy now. You be pulling on like that.
I'm not gonna say that. People, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, bitch. I'm sorry, people.
I need you to show me the hangout spots. Where you hang out?
I'm gonna say in general, if you really want to have sex with somebody, just say it. A lot of people have sex with you for free. without having clout, without you having money. I'm not saying I'm out here. I'm not a hoe. So I'm not out here hoeing or got like a lot of bitches. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, it's easy for me, and I'm not a millionaire. That if I want to have sex, I'm pretty sure I can go find somebody to have sex with, and she
Mhm.
hasn't fucked the whole industry that I'm in.
If it's Dallas,
And,
it seems like everybody's mixy here.
ooh,
Mixy, mixy, mixy.
yeah, I'm giving Dallas 2 more years, and I'm a dip. But that's another story. Well, last one we're gonna do female. We're gonna do one that I've been doing a lot. I really like the change up. You're not a singer, but you do know music. Beyonce versus Whitney Houston.
Girl, I can't do that. I can't. That's not a comparison.
Yes, it is. They're both great vocalists. They're both great performers. They both have a number of works, not just music, but they also have movies. Also, I like Whitney Houston more of an actor than I
Whitney is
do.
a much better actress.
Thousand times better actor than Beyonce could ever be. No offense, Beyonce, but no.
Whitney
Fuck.
Houston, then. If I have to choose, I'm gonna base mine off of who has brought me the most pleasure and happiness in my life. And I do know the first song I ever remember remembering, like the first song I remember is "I Wanna Dance with Somebody" by Whitney Houston. That's the first song I
Oh,
ever remember, like
not her.
remember. Yeah.
The
No, like
song
the first song.
First one I remember was the Bodyguard song. Oh yeah, I think that's I Will Always Love You. I think, or it's another one. What is the other one? It's
And
because they had like the background of the Bodyguard everywhere through the music video. She was singing. It was so passionate. I like that. That's my first one. I was like, "Ooh, this sounds so nice." And then I heard the older stuff. Then I heard I like dance with somebody. I was like, okay, she always been a bop
yeah.
for.
That's so sad.
So second, Whitney could have been acting to this day. If Whitney was still alive, Whitney would be a top in good health, good mind. Whitney would be a better actress than she could be a singer, and she was an excellent fucking singer, but she could act.
Well, yeah, she was in a that last what was that last movie she was in? With I think it's Jussie Smollett's sister.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that was her. That is his sister. Um,
That was her last movie. It was okay.
I can't think of it, but that's
It was,
also when she was going through something. Think about, you think about the preacher's wife, Bodyguard,
I don't watch
Cinderella.
Bodyguard. Oh my gosh, Impossible. Hello.
The thing, but I loved her in The Preacher's Wife. That's what I was like. Her and Denzel. If they could have did a couple more movies, that would have been the black power couple when it comes to movie. They would have been great because they had
Whitney
good
and
chemistry. The Preacher's Wife. That was her first.
mm-hmm,
First. No, that might have been after the Bodyguard. But The Preacher's Wife. I really liked The Preacher's Wife.
mm-hmm.
It was lighthearted. She was able to still sing. I like that type of energy. She still stayed true. Like even with the body, with all her movies, she stayed true to the fact that she could sing and she wanted to highlight that. So I really like that about her. I feel like Beyonce tried to take away. You're Beyonce. Like unfortunately, be Beyonce in the movie. That's not Beyonce. Be a singer in a movie. It'll be more realistic to you.
Yeah.
And you could probably like demonstrate. Like when she did Fight Temptation, Beyonce sounded good because it was a singing movie. She had that. She wasn't really like she was the main focus. It wasn't like it had other characters to support her, and she was still able to highlight like her talents.
That song that they came out with was good too. I'm
See what
just
I'm saying?
fighting temptation.
I like that. So yeah, that type of if she want to act that type of, then I'll be cool with it. But what's next for Foxtail? Like right, there's a lot of evolution. Went from producer, videographer, and graphic designer to stocks YouTuber. What's next?
What's next is just making more money with stocks. Just bringing the more information, the best information, the best plays, and I really want people to get this and understand this and make that a part of your life.
Would you write a book? You like books? You like reading books? Would you write a book?
I don't even know how you would write a book, but I probably should, huh?
It'd be the same. I guess it'd be the similar to how you do your lives or your posts on YouTube. It's like putting it in writing form, like your step by step method to Black Girl Stocks.
It's a possibility. But right now, I really just want to focus on bossing myself up so that I can help more people. because you're not gonna be able to help anybody if you're not right.
True.
Just like the airplane, put your mask on first. So I need to keep my mask on first and really
And they
get
say
really yeah.
that is true. It is true. And is there anything about stocks like that? Is there any level of stocks that you haven't reached yet that you're wanting to reach? Like what is your next goal with the stocks?
You want to know
We all want to know. No friend of podcast. Yes, we all want to know.
my next goal? Honestly, I want to make $10,000 in one day from stocks.
Hey, claim it, work towards it, get the knowledge to do it. If
Ten
you ever
thousand.
do, please let me know. I'm like, bitch, you made a tip. I definitely need. I need to do whatever you're doing. I am a subscriber. I don't know if you know. I am a subscriber to your YouTube. I even got my sister subscribed.
Watch the
And
ads.
it's informative. It is very informative. Everybody thinking about doing stocks. It's not too many black people. We need to do better with our community. It's important to get into stock. It's important to teach your kids stock. It's important to keep your kids about multiple streams of income. It's important to pass important knowledge that others have been passing to their kids. We're behind because we refuse to get the knowledge to pass it on. And it's at our fingertips, whether it be in books, whether it be YouTube. YouTube is a wonderful avenue since we're all involved in it now. It's great. And subscribe to Black Girl Stocks because you're doing some good things out here. You're sharing your knowledge, and and we people should thank you for that because you don't have to be out here making millions of dollars, $10,000 to yourself, and just be quiet if you want it, and then be quiet. That's ain't nothing nobody if you wanted to. What? Oh, speaking of that, what made you actually want to share your knowledge? Like, why did you decide to make the YouTube?
So this is why okay, this is one of the main reasons why I started my channel. One, but of course, because I was getting better, but I would watch other YouTube videos too. That's how I started learning for real, is just trading myself, reading books and watching YouTube. Anytime you watch other people's videos, and I'm not gonna name drop and I'm not gonna be rude, but like they make it seem so hard. And I understand anytime you're learning something new, it's a learning curve, but they will use certain words like this is gonna be the difficult part. This and that. I don't talk like that. I break it down in my videos and I was like, we can get this. You can get this. It's easy. Just keep trying. Other people like to make things seem so hard and difficult. And then when they talk, I understand the information. And when I hear them talking, I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? I'll click off. I'm like, girl, you're not saying nothing to me. It's not registering. So when I
Relatable.
come, I talk just like I'm talking to you, girl. What? That stock went like that. Yes, girl, let's get in that. Like I talk like that.
Yeah,
But it's the
it makes
same.
it relatable. You like I say it's Black Girl Stocks to make it relatable. You have a particular market. I mean, I feel like a lot of Black people don't. I feel like Black people put themselves in an isolated bubble because they feel like you watch YouTube and you just can't relate. You know what the fuck they're saying is gibberish. It's like
It's
what the fuck is this? Like, what is
bland. It's giving unseasoned chicken.
that?
It's
But when
boring.
you log on and see somebody that looks like you, and then they talk like you talk, and then they're explaining something that's different to you, it's like I may not understand this, but I get what she's saying. I get what she's saying. I can do that. I can do that. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Okay, I completely understand. So you did it because you realize on the market there's not too many Black girls or Black people sharing their stock knowledge. When you look up stock videos, there's not too many.
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot of others like, and I don't mean just white because there's a lot that I've seen a bunch of Indian men screaming like explain it.
I
I've
can't
seen
understand what they're saying.
yeah, sometimes yeah,
I don't be
yeah.
mean, but the information is there, but I don't understand you. So that's why we have to. I got it for me, got it for you.
And we definitely all appreciate that. And before we go, you're smart. People FoxTail is extremely smart, so you may already know this. But we're gonna do a I was today years old.
All
A
right.
friend told me this, and I was so like, it makes sense when you hear it, but it's like no one ever tells you this. So when it said that there is an 80% chance of rain, it doesn't mean that it's a percentage of if it's going to rain. What it means that it's going to rain, but it's only going to cover 80% of the that percentage, the 80% of the area. So that's why when you're driving and you see that you driving through rain and you drive past it, it's because that area you were on was covered under the 80%, and the other was a 20% that's not going to get any rain. Did you know that?
Really?
Yes, real. Did you know?
No. So when
Hey, I
they
got
say if there's an 80% chance of rain, it's not 8 to 10 8 to 10 that it's gonna rain. It's 80% of this area is gonna be rained on.
right. So when Dallas said there's a 10% chance of rain, I could be in Louisville, and that's why I said I could be in Louisville and not get a drop. But Irvin's storming, Arlington
Mm.
storming, and there's not a drop here. I have a sunny. That's what it means. That's what it is. So people, if you are in any weather and it's 70% chance, 9 times out of 10, your area might get covered. But if it's 10, you may be able to go down the street and be perfectly fine, and you'll see like a cloud that is raining on 10%. And I can give a perfect example. I'm from a small town in Vicksburg, Mississippi, and it happens. I've literally like got to the hill down from my house, and it been dry the entire day. Nothing. But where I just came from was storming the entire day. And I always wonder how is that possible, but that's how. It's just the percentage of it.
That's interesting. I'm gonna do some research on that.
Yeah, no one ever teaches that. That's an important fact to teach somebody. Like our whole life, we've been going around thinking when the meteorologist said 80%, that it mean it may not rain. No, bitch, it's gonna rain. It just may not cover area, which is why when meteorologists show the storm, they show how it moves.
Mhm.
So the 80% moves together, but it moves like this. So it's gonna cover like it's gonna move, but it's still going to cover only 80% of the area. So you can say it rains in Dallas and it rains in Houston, but still only 80% of Houston's covered, only 80% of Dallas is covered.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
See, interesting random facts, man. You were today years old. If you're listening, you're probably today's year old because no one ever explained that shit to you. But random fact that you can lose in life to explain to your kids, people. Pass shit on, pass knowledge on.
So it's still gonna rain. It's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain. So now every time when I see the 10%, when I see it, I'm like, I'm not going to work because it's gonna rain. I know it's gonna rain today, y'all. I ain't going. Like I said,
Dang,
10%. No, it's gonna rain. It's only 10% covered. I'm not going. I'm not going.
10%
But,
coverage.
but before we wrap it up, I need you to drop all your social media, man. I know you have a Facebook, you have an Instagram, and of course your YouTube channel. Everyone needs to know where they can follow you to stay up on what you got next.
All right, so of course my YouTube. You can just type in Black Girl Stocks. You'll find me on YouTube. I think I'm probably gonna start a vlog channel
Oh, okay.
eventually. So we'll see. It'll be FoxTail Vlogs. You can find me on Instagram Instagram, Twitter. That's going to be at team_foxtail. And Facebook, you can just type in Black Girl Stocks. I'm on there.
Yeah.
I
And
think I'm TikTok and all that too.
you got TikTok, girl?
Yeah, it's under team_foxtail too.
I ain't got no TikTok. I'm old.
I just put stock stuff on there. I don't do the dances and stuff.
I don't know. I've gotten like when it comes to like new social media, I'm not joining any of it. I'm too old. I ain't got no Clubhouse. I ain't got no TikTok. I'm not doing it. I don't really like
I
social
couldn't get
media.
into the clubhouse. They were it's just sitting on there listening to people talk. I have things to do. Like I have too much stuff to do. I can't sit there and listen to that. They're not talking about anything. I don't know.
And so I should get on there for my podcast. I was like, but granted, I probably should for my just podcast purposes. I probably will eventually. I probably cave in, but right now I feel like the last social media I added was Snapchat. I barely use Snapchat now. I should have just stuck with Instagram and Facebook because I barely use Twitter. Um,
Twitter, it's okay too. A lot of social media is just kind of you just want to be. I want to be more in person. The older I
right,
get.
right. And this is so season finale is next week, y'all. I am going to do like a full layout of like what I've been through this season and what's coming for season three. I have a few changes coming for season three, so I'm excited for that. I'll announce that I'm on season finale. But FoxTail, everyone follow Black Girl Stocks. It's a good investment for you. It's a way to make money, and we all want to make money. So and plus support Black business, man. Buy her merch. She got some nice shirts, people. Buy her
Oh,
merch.
I wish I had some on now, but yeah, check out some of that merch. I'm gonna have some new pieces coming out. Just got to get some creative ideas and bring it to fruition.
Yeah, intuition. Intuition. I
Intuition.
no fruition. In fruition, I think, or fruition, or
Bring it to life. Oh, girl, stop finding this.
She's teasing. You said that already. If y'all are not watching this, y'all can't see this adorable puppy. Y'all should all come to the. If you're hearing this, you should go to the YouTube channel and watch this. But he is adorable. But she is adorable, even though she's
It's a boy.
nibbling on you.
It's a boy.
So,
She,
you don't want
she's
to
a
be called it
thinking.
a girl.
I call everybody girl. Girl, stop. The men on my YouTube channel hate it, girl.
I can
They hate
imagine.
it. Well, get over it. Okay.
I say I get called sir all the time. I let it go. Uh,
What?
oh,
That's
you have no
rude.
fucking idea. I guess because I don't want to say I'm like a guy. I think I'm
You're
too
not
cute
giving,
like a guy.
sir.
I think I'm too cute like a guy. First off, people, but that also we're gonna talk about that too. Then, but FoxTail again, I definitely want to thank you. It's still Pride Month. You're still part of the LGBTQ community, so we definitely thank you for standing up
Of
and
course.
all the love. Everybody listening, have a safe, productive Pride. I will see y'all for season finale next Saturday. Let's get it.
Thank you for
Uh,
having me.
you're very welcome. Peace.
Stay blessed.